Welcome back, you guys. Tile 2. We got it done. Same as last video. Maybe I should do something a little different this time. Nah, I'll just keep going the way I am. Thanks so much for stopping by, you guys. I hope you enjoy. Alright, here we go. Tile 2. On this one, we're going to put foam only on half of it, but we're going to join this tile up. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to join up here or not. We'll see. I might leave a space there. I haven't quite come to a decision as to how I'm going to have this one look. It might just be blank. And then we put something else in here. I got to go dig in to see what I want to do. Because while these are fun and everything, and it's great for the first tile, I want a little more theme on this next one, I think. Anyways, I'll hunt for it, and you know, we'll find out as we build. Instead of showing you the boring part, I'm going to show you the exciting part at the end here. You got a gallon of glue, PVA white glue, and I put some of it on the tile, some of it on the piece of foam itself. You're trying to make this into a contact adhesive, which means you put it on but you don't glue it when it's wet. It'll take forever to dry if you try to do that. So what I like to do is you put it on here, you know, you let her sit for a second. The nice thing about using these nice clear tiles like this is you can start to see when the glue on this side starts to dry because it clears, it kind of milks up a little bit. Because the trick here is to not have this come over the edge of this. So what we're gonna do here is, yeah, we're gonna set her down real nice like. Then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna let this dry. And then a little later, after she's dried for a little while, I'm going to coat this whole thing and I'm going to let it sit overnight to dry. Yeah, job's a good one. When we come back, we'll be working on the tile. Okay, so this was all recorded and I was going to cut it up like I did with the foam part earlier. But seems like the microphone wasn't on when I was recording. So this is going to be a speed build. It wasn't planned this way, but, well, either way, it's a voiceover with the new microphone. I haven't done that before, so this is all kind of new. Yeah, so we're cutting the tile here, and we're going to get her set so that we can glue this up. I was under a different idea behind here. I cut that hole in the foam for a tunnel concept that I'm going to make a scatter piece for, but I really like the idea that I got on the last tile about it falling in like that. And this one, you know, I knocked up a few ruined Zone Mortalis pieces, so I decided to use half. She went in, but it looked a little bit too close to the other tile. So what I really was attempting to try to do here, and you know, I'm talking about it here, but this is sped up right now, is I wanted a real good look like things were falling in the sump. And you know, I started with this idea here, and then I was like, oh, you know what, let me see if this just stands, you know, without any glue or anything. That's always a good mark to see whether you've got the build right. And hey, look at that, spinning around, not glued down, and it's not falling down. This is a good sign. So I ended up with this look here, one of the I can't remember what the name of the kit is, but one of those kits falling into the sump, and then I could have another platform where we could make it easier for those bridges to the center tile to hook up to a little easier and have guys, you know, not be so ridiculous moving around on the board. Well, you need a little flat edge here, and then we glued it on. Now in the end, I did the 2 pieces that I showed here, but I added a third one just to reinforce everything, because this is kind of weak. And yeah, here we are, and we're gonna go into painting. So in each one of these videos, I'm planning on showing you how I do a little bit different step on each one of them. We got 9 tiles. This one, we're going to be showing you oil painting. Some people like it, some people don't. There's smells, there's all that other stuff. And I'll go through it later on when I'm showing you kind of a step-by-step. This is the first time I'm doing it this way, so bear with me. If you have some issues or questions, as always, just ask down in the comment section. All right, here we go. Okay, so oil painting time. One of the reasons that I decided to go with oil paint instead of GW washes and stuff was majorly expense. Oil paint was supposed to be a brown wash to replace Agrax Earthshade. You can buy one of these for, you know, $12 when it's not on sale, $5 when it is on sale. One of these lasts you forever. Now, when you do oils, you have to deal with paint thinner or mineral spirits, which has an odor. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it does. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fix the camera a little bit. So as you can see here, I've got 3 major colors. Well, actually, I got 2 colors and a black. So we got lamp black here. I like to use lamp black because I deal in thin mediums. Lamp black has more pigment to it than an ivory black does. Ivory black is more transparent. I have a burnt umber, which is this color, and then I have a raw umber, which is this color. And then up top here, I have a couple secondaries. We're not going to use the red today, but that was from the last video, you know, a couple weeks ago now. And yeah, the oil paint's still good. I have a magenta and I have a green here. And we're going to use those as little highlights. So what you're essentially going to do here, so sometimes it gets a skin over it. And you're simply going to brush this out. And then I have some thinner in this cookie tray. Yeah, that's right. This is just a cookie tray. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this wash a bit thicker. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go from top down, and you're just going to mush this around. Notice the precision strokes that we're using here. Oh my God, it's crazy. Now, you can get some spots that are thick, because what we're actually going to be doing with this is a full-on wash. I'm going to be dipping my brush into just spirits, and then we're going to be pushing this stuff around and getting it into all the crevices. Now that we get this moved around a little bit, and you can see how fast this goes. One of the best things about oils is they self-mix on the palette. And what am I going to do with the black? Well, the black we're going to stuff in some key areas, mainly shadows. Pretty much everywhere where there's shadows. Now, in other videos, I've used an airbrush to control this, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's outstanding. It's a great tool. You know, and I like using it as much as I can, you know, but the fact of the matter is, we're going to paint this whole surface here in less time than it would take for me to get the airbrush ready to go. I'm beginning to mix. Now, one of the issues that happens, of course, when you add black to everything is everything turns black. So that's when a lot of people get messed up because, oh my God, that's a different color. Well, here's the thing. We've been mixing different colors. This is sometimes where I like to add just a tad bit of magenta in some areas. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna get ourselves loaded up here with some spirits. And we are just going to spread all of this around. We've got our base colors down, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna walk down the piece. Pulling and walking on down here. I'm gonna speed the rest of this up for you guys to watch as I work, and then we'll go to the second stage of the oils. So you're like, oh my God, this thing looks horrible, right? I'm going to show you what the second stage of oil will do for you. So this has been sitting for about 5 minutes. It's not quite dry, but it has set up in some areas. And now, you don't want to press when you're doing this. When I first started doing this, this was probably one of the biggest problems that I had, was I pressed too hard because I want to clean up all the oil. Well, you don't want to clean up all the oil, and it's not going to dry, so you don't have to rush. If you watch other oil painters out there, they will be adamant about the light touch. You taking your finger and rubbing the heck out of it like that is, you know, not helping. The thinner mineral spirits is a penetrant. That's what it is. And the thing is that when you back up just a little bit and get gentle with this, then you can just shape it and you can keep doing it. And if you want to get the area even more, then you go in with your sponge. Now, one of the things to remember as well when you're using oils is that they do look different wet than they do dry. I could have done this and then let that dry for a couple of days. Come through with this full with mineral spirits and then cleaned it up. You know, it doesn't have to be done this way. I'm simply showing you this way because I know an awful lot of people have really no clue as to how I get as much junk done as fast as I do, and I just wanted to share a little bit with you, you know, what I do. So you'll probably notice I don't do a lot on the sump, and that's because I want this to dry a little bit more natural. Also, if you were watching that sped up footage closely, you'll notice that the sump actually didn't have very much paint on it. They're a lot of thinner, but not altogether that much paint. And that's because I want to be able to play with it after it's dried for a little bit. But, yeah. So anyways, we are going to get on with the rest of the video. Thanks for listening to me blather. I thought I'd give you just a little hint. I'm not telling you what to do. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm using this wrong. So, this is how I'm doing it. If you guys figure anything out, hey, just throw it in the comments. I love all of them. I especially love it when you guys comment. So, anyways, we're going to get back to the video here. Well, I hope you like them. Here's two of the tiles put together. They look pretty fantastic. I'm having such a fun time putting this together, you guys. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Leave comments below. Jay and I love them. You know, we love reading what everybody, you know, wants to input. Thanks again, you guys. And have a great night. And as always, please like and subscribe.